Ladies and gentlemen, it's almost time for the main ceremony. Please now take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Sam Matterface and Alex Aljoe.
Hello, good evening everyone. Welcome to the Player Awards 2024, sponsored by American Express. We're going to have a bit of fun tonight. We're looking forward to it. I hope you're all looking forward to it too. Everyone in good voice? Yeah. I'm a little bit croaky actually, I've got to be honest with you. I've had a bit of a bad weekend on the voice front. I think it's because I got a little bit too excited, like you might have done when Aljoe scored here on Sunday. Yeah. Right, thank you to everyone who has joined us here at the American Express Stadium and to those of you who are watching around the world on the official YouTube channel.
It was a momentous year for Brighton Hove Albion after Roberto and his squad competed on the European stage for the first time in our history. And tonight we celebrate the achievements of both our men's and women's teams, our supporters, and the extraordinary Brighton Hove Foundation.
But to start the evening, let's meet the man who continues to lead this club to new heights. Please welcome to the stage the one and only Chairman Tony Bloom, MBE. Mr. Chairman, good evening to you. Tony Bloom, MBE. Are you used to that last bit yet?
Not quite used to it, and welcome everyone, and thank you for that. Yeah, it's a great honour for myself and my family, and really it's on behalf of everyone at the football club, because without everything to do with Brighton and Hove Albion Football Club, I wouldn't have got the MBE, so it's been a great journey.
Well, talking of great journeys, as we mentioned a little bit earlier on, the club competing in Europe for the first time ever. How did you feel as the chairman of this club to be responsible for that? And how do you sort of reflect on the season generally?
Well, our first season in Europe, a tremendous experience. It's amazing that we got to play our first time some games here at the Amex in Europe, and it was brilliant to win the group. It was some great occasions. Obviously, the most momentous one was the last-minute goal at home to Marseille, and to get through and win a really, really tough group was great credit to the whole team.
And that despite a lot of injuries, there's been quite a few injuries this season, but it has given opportunities for some of the younger players to come through the academy. The under-21s also reached the knockout stages of the EFL trophy this season for the first time. It must be great for you to see all that great work being done by the academy.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, as we all know, we've had many, many injuries, but that does give opportunities for some of our younger players who have done phenomenally well this season, and great credit to the actual under-21 team for getting, you know, to the last 8 of the Checker Trade, or whatever we call it, Checker Trade Trophy. I sometimes forget what it is, but it was great to see them play a couple of games against league opposition. It's such a great experience for them, and they performed really well.
The only time I remembered it was when it was Papa John's, but that's because I love pizza. Look, we talked about the first season in Europe, the new fan zone on the horizon as well, maybe a stadium for the women's club as well, a growing reputation for the club across the world, not only in Europe but globally. You don't like the club to stand still, do you?
Well, that's true. I think if you stand still in life, you go backwards, and that's certainly true in football, because the competition in England and certainly in the Premier League is so strong. So we've got to keep pushing forward in everything that we do. And it really is going to be, the women's team, we are working really hard to bring them back to Brighton. It would be so important to them. As most of us know, it's really difficult to find the right site for a stadium here, but we are working round the clock for that to happen.
And finally, before we let you go and enjoy your dinner, some changes in the boardroom at the end of the season after we announced that long-serving directors Mark Sugarman and Derek Chapman will be stepping down. We can give them a round of applause now. Mark has been on the board since 2009, providing invaluable insight into sports media rights and playing a crucial part in Albion's rise to the Premier League. He also served as a trustee to the club's charitable arm during that time. Meanwhile, Derek has been a giant of Brighton Hove Albion. He's been around for almost a quarter of a century, using his construction expertise to oversee the building of this magnificent stadium and the training ground in Lancing. He's also served a short spell as the CEO of the club before Paul Barber came along. And he's even credited with coining the nickname Seagulls. Tony, just to sum up the contribution of both of Mark and Derek over the course of the last few years, they'll be greatly missed, won't they?
Well, they won't be greatly missed because we'll still see them at the club week in, week out. I mean, amazing contributions by both. Derek, as you said, has been a director for 25 years, had many different roles at the club. And the Amex Stadium and the amazing training ground and academy facilities we've got would not be nearly as good as they are without Derek's expertise. And Mark's been, I've known Mark all my life. He's been alongside me in many different decisions we've done. He was a trustee of the Albion in the community for over 10 years. So massive contributions to them both. And thank you to them both. Thank you.
Well said, well said. And we wish them the very best for the future. That's from all of us as well. Now, there's another long-serving member of staff who's about to retire after 15 years at the club. Many of you in this room will know him. And during his time as our player care officer, he's done everything, including change a light bulb at a player's house. Who was that? He's organised team travel to the US, to Europe, and everywhere in between. He is, of course, the inimitable Steve Gibbon.
Welcome to the Amex Stadium. It's Steve Gibbon here. Come on.
And we've got Jason Steele and Pascal Gross coming in as we speak. And Billy Gilmore, we've got United Nations and Dennis Hulda.
We've got £1 million player with a Sainsbury's carrier bag. Hey? Sorry. You do that every week now. Pleasure to meet you. Aye. And you certainly look fitter than the last time I saw you on the TV. Here's Brendan O'Meara. He's in charge of the door.
The club captain and Mr. John Paul Van Heck.
I'd like to wish you a very Merry Christmas.
Steve Gibbon, user 10, floor 4 of the Hilton Wembley.
Congratulations, a very popular figure around the club. And Tony, just give us a little reflection, a word on his contribution.
Oh, well, Gibbo's just a one of a kind, a great character. You've seen it in the video there, what the players think of him. He'd be massively missed, and I'm not quite sure how his successor will do. It's a tough old job keeping all of our players happy, and Gibbo manages that. So he'll be welcome back at any time. Thank you, Gibbo. You've done a tremendous, tremendous job.
Well done. Congratulations, Steve, on your retirement. Well deserved. And thank you, Tony, for coming up and talking to us. Much appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, Albion Chairman Tony Bloom, MBE. Thank you.
Okay, for everyone watching at home, you can join us for the main ceremony a bit later, around 9:15 this evening. And for everyone here at the Amex, enjoy your dinner. There is a very special treat on the menu tonight, and that is from the very talented former MasterChef winner, Stephen Edwards, and that is your Marmite bread and seaweed butter. So enjoy that, and we'll see you later.
Excited. Good evening, and welcome to the Players Awards 2024, sponsored by American Express. I was going to ask you whether or not you enjoyed your Marmite bread. Did you enjoy your Marmite bread? Well, you were always going to love it or you're going to hate it, weren't you?
I didn't try the Marmite bread.
You didn't?
It'd run out.
Ah.
So if there's any Marmite bread going, save me a bit.
Can we
Thanks.
save some for her?
Right, I'm Alex Aljoe, alongside Sam Matterface, and we're here at the American Express Stadium to guide you through tonight's ceremony. We're delighted to be joined here at the Amex by our men's and women's first team squads, by our staff, supporters, and we'd also like to welcome everyone at home watching on our YouTube channel.
That's right. Before we get underway, though, today's top stories for you. The men's squad have complained that Roberto is taking things just a little bit too far when testing to see if his players have big balls.
And after a season plagued by injury, the club has revealed next season's new kit.
And after the club filed a record financial profit, this was the moment the Bloom family realised they might finally get some of their money back.
Right, well, I think it's time for our first award of the evening, don't you? For 30 years, the Brighton Hove Foundation has been changing lives through the power of football. This year alone, the foundation reached over 20,000 people around Sussex, and we're about to meet one of those beneficiaries, a very special young man. But first of all, please welcome to the stage two of our foundation ambassadors, Vicky Losada and Joel Veltman. Great to have you both on stage with us. Vicky, we'll start with you. We're coming to the end of your first season here at the club. How have you found life in the WSL?
I was really surprised when I came here and I met everyone in the training ground. I think Brighton is like a family. I've been in the north. This is warmer. I'm very happy for that.
Warmer?
Yeah, way warmer. And I think it's just really nice. It's like a family. We can share everything, speak about football. And I heard that we might have our new stadium, so that's good news for us. And hopefully in the future, we can be one of the most successful teams in England.
Yeah, brilliant. Fingers crossed for that, Vicky. Joel, come to you now. Maybe not the season the men's team wanted. What have you made of it?
Yeah, you can say that a bit, maybe not as well, because we reached Europe. We had some lovely games, I would say, at home and away. Most of the people I spoke to, they all traveled to their away games, which is unbelievable, I would say. Of course, yeah, we want to aim higher on the table. We work on it since Sunday. Yeah, I think we had a great year. Of course, we had loads of games, some injuries, but I think we can be proud, even though it's the season is not finished. We had a great season, yeah.
Absolutely. Now, And Vicky, you quickly became an ambassador, the foundation here, when you arrived. Why did you want to become a part of the local community so much?
Well, for me, it's important. I play for Barca my whole life, and I was also part of Barca's foundation. I think it's important to mention the work, the energy, the commitment that the club puts on the community. And I think it's more than just a game. And it's important to share the journey, and I really believe that football changes lives.
Brilliant, right, okay, well let's find out now who has won this year's Brighton Hove Albion Foundation Award, sponsored by Focus Group.
Charlie was diagnosed with a rare form of bone cancer at the age of 9 months old. We were told by the surgeons that in order to save him we needed to amputate his leg, so he had quite a radical type of surgery called rotationplasty. He got his first prosthetic the September after, and he learnt to walk when he was 2. Pretty much as soon as he learnt to walk, he learned how to kick a football. So the next step, he did play on his prosthetic leg, probably up until he was about 7 or 8. And then it started getting a little bit difficult because the pitches started getting bigger, the kids started getting bigger. There was a time that he didn't really want to play. He got separated from his friends and his football team, and then he didn't want to play football for a while. He was really upset about it and kind of lost his confidence a lot. And then we found Brighton. It was just great to see him fall in love with football again. He just came alive again.
Came along to us, and it must have been quite difficult to come onto what is essentially an adult team, but he's fitted in really well.
When he first came along to our empty sessions, he blew us away with his ability, and since then really he's just continued to do that.
Good, love that pass.
He's been playing with the men on a Monday night for 2 years now, and yeah, you wouldn't know, and he's half their size, but you know, he gets around them pretty quickly.
If you play against Charlie, you are going to get a little bit frustrated because he is so skillful and clever on the ball.
So how many times have you sworn under your breath as he skipped around?
Many, actually. He's fast. He's very fast.
At that age, for children, you would see they want to hog the ball all the time. Lovely, Charlie. And Charlie's not like that. He's a team player.
Being part of the team has really brought him out of his shell a lot.
Good, Charlie. Love the touch in the centre. And he's starting to find his voice, because I think for a little while he's afraid to speak up, which is ironic because when you see him play, he doesn't look intimidated at all.
When you see the sort of progress that he's made and the effort that he puts in, it makes you do that bit extra.
A once-in-a-lifetime kind of player, and a gift really as a coach to have him. Yes, Charlie, love it.
He's going to Belgium. He's been selected for the Junior England camp. His first international game, friendly game that they played against Ireland, he scored 6 goals. So he's doing well.
Well, I think the sky's the limit for Charlie.
I honestly think Charlie will be as big as however the sport gets. So the bigger the sport gets, the bigger he'll be. I believe that. I mean, I know I'm his mum, but you know, we get told, and I can see it. I can see how good he is.
I think if he continues going the way he's going, he could easily be the best amputee player in the world.
People tell him all the time, oh, Charlie, you know, you're so good, you're so amazing. And he doesn't really take it in. He's just a boy who just wants to play football.
He encapsulates everything we want from a participant in the foundation. He's got a great attitude, always looking to improve, and gets on with people, he's humble.
We had such a difficult time when he was a baby. It was such a whirlwind, and it just makes us feel so proud. It just makes everything that we went through just go away, and just makes everything feel like this was meant to be, and this is who he was supposed to be.
The award goes to Charlie Hewson. Right, Charlie, congratulations. How did you feel watching that? Hearing all those nice things everyone has to say about you?
Good.
I think better than good, absolutely incredible, unbelievable watching that. Now, we understand you also represent England and had a pretty memorable debut. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I scored 6 goals.
6 goals, everyone, on your debut. Was that maybe the best day of your life?
Yeah, definitely.
Talk me through those goals. What was the best one?
It was like 30 yards out and it went top corner.
Roberto, are you listening? Absolutely. Are you having a good evening this evening?
Thank you.
Brilliant. Well, lovely to speak to you. We'll speak to your mum now, Kate, if you want to step forward. The foundation helps over 500 people with disabilities every week. What kind of impact has the charity had on you and your family?
Oh, it's been huge. I mean, football's everything. It's everything to Charlie, and you know the fact that he can go and play, and he can play internationally. I mean, it's great for his physical health. It's great for his mental health. Everything. So,
you said in that piece how proud you are of him and representing England. What is it like as a parent watching your son represent their country?
It's crazy, and especially when you went on such a journey, and you know we didn't even know if he was going to be able to walk. So the fact that he can now go play football, and to see him represent his country, it means everything to us, really. You know, so it's great. Proud of him.
Charlie, huge congratulations from everyone here. Round of applause for Charlie Hewson, and thank you to Joel and Vicky, and Andrew Ashton from Focus Group.
Well done. Thanks, guys. Yeah, you can go off over there. Whatever's easiest for you. Where do you want to go? You want to go that way? You want to go this way? You can come wherever you want. Perfect, thank you. You're going to go that way, okay. Do you want to go for a photo? No? You don't want a photo, no? You can have a photo. You're doing them out there. Yeah.
Photo.
I know, that's my fault. Yeah. Sorry. You can come and
That's
get
our
me.
job. We'll take the blame for that.
The last thing you want to do is annoy Vicky. Yeah. Sorry, Vicky. Charlie and Vicky, definitely a star. Now it's time to hear about 2 more stars as well. The men's young player sponsored by Gap Solutions and the women's young player sponsored by HR Properties.
Back across goal! What a moment for the youngster! Driven hard towards the near post, Wolves there, it's all the way through, and it's into the back of the net. The Seagulls are in front of the Amex. Hinchwood with the chance, brilliant finish! Teenage kick from Jack Hinchwood to give Albion the lead. Up steps Simons, Brosnan can't save, and it's in! In towards Simons, it runs for Talon! She's done it again for the Seagulls.
So, the winners are Maisie Simons and Jack Hinchwood. Guys, Jack, Maisie, come just go a little bit further in front here so we can see you. First of all, Maisie, congratulations. What does it mean for you that the staff chose you for this award?
Was it the staff? Wow. I'm a bit shocked, to be honest. I didn't really think I'd be coming on stage, but probably because there's so many other young, good players in the squad. Probably one of our players of the season is only a couple months older than me, but yeah, I'm really proud to have won this, really happy.
Congratulations to you. It feels like you've been part of the first team for some time now, but you were sidelined for quite some while with illness. How are you doing now, and how's your career developing, do you think?
Yeah, I've really enjoyed this season. I've been given a lot of opportunities from the manager, so I've really enjoyed it, and I feel like I've come on a lot this season. So yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Congratulations, you've done a brilliant job. Thank you very much for coming up and speaking to us. Jack, full Premier League debut this year. You've played in the Europa League as well, a debut in that. You scored a goal against Crystal Palace. And you reached the knockout stages of Buzz's Boot Room quiz. I was going to say that is the highlight. It's been quite a breakthrough season for you.
Yeah, no, I mean, I couldn't have really asked for it to go much better, apart from the injury that I picked up now. But before that, it couldn't have gone much smoother, and I can't really thank the gaffer and the players and the fans enough for how it's gone and how they've supported me.
Your family's got an amazing affinity with this football club. Your dad, Adam, played for us. Your Uncle Danny did as well. Your great Uncle Martin was the manager, and you've got a brother in the academy. Aside from the fact that Tony Bloom is posting spies every time someone in the Hinshelwood family gives birth, what have your family made of your meteoric rise?
Yeah, no, they've been great. Obviously, I mean, having family that have been there before really has helped me, and they've given me great advice over the years. And the main thing was they never really put any pressure on me to reach this level. They said they'd be happy if I was playing locally at Chichester or Worthing, somewhere like that. But they've always been great and never put any pressure on me, and I really thank them for their support.
Well, we're delighted that you made it through to the first team. We're delighted that you've played so well this year. It has been curtailed because of injury. What's the latest with that? How are you feeling? When are we going to see you back on the pitch?
Yeah, no, it's getting better every day. Obviously, it's been a slow process and frustrating. There's nothing more I want to be doing than out on the pitch helping the boys. But yeah, it's getting there, and I'm hoping to be back for the start of pre-season.
Well, thank you very much for joining us, and to Maisie as well. Congratulations to you both, our young players of the season, Maisie Simons and Jack Hinshelwood. Thank you very much. Do you want to go offside? And thank you very much to James and Sheila Holcomb Russell from HR Properties, and Greg Bradley and Greg Grundy from Gap Solutions.
Our next award is the Women's Goal of the Season, sponsored by Avon Crop. Here are the top 3 as voted by fans. Let's take a look.
Patterson back to Sarri. Sarri turns well and gets the cross in. It's glanced across goal and drops to Turnant. Elizabeth Turnant has got a nice WSL goal of the season, and it's one that worsens Bristol City's deepest relegation fears.
Turland, too many options ahead of Elizabeth Turland currently, waiting for her arrivals, and then she does have one in the space of Robinson. Stands up towards the far post, towards Haley, cushioning it back to Turland. What a goal, Elizabeth Turland! 60 seconds after Leicester City had equalised. Elizabeth Turland's 12th WSL goal of the season has Brighton Hove Albion back in front.
Katie Robinson looking in field for Pinto, trying to flick it first time for Turland. Runs instead for Beatrice Sari. A strike from Sari, and it's beaten. Van Domselaar in the bottom corner. Hesitated for a moment and drove it hard off her laces towards the bottom left. Too strong, too powerful for Daphne Van Domselaar.
The winner of Women's Goal of the Season is Beatrice Sari. Congratulations, V. What a goal that was. How does it feel to have won that award?
Yeah, feels great. It was quite unexpected. I'd forgotten about that one. But
How did you forget about that one?
yeah, I mean, happy.
Very happy. That goal came in Mikey Harris's first game as interim boss. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
How would you assess the last few months of the season?
I mean, it's been a bit of a transition for us, but overall, I think we've put in some good performances. I think the team is growing, and yeah, I'm excited for the future.
It has been a record-breaking season in terms of attendances in the women's game, with over 1 million fans coming to games across the WSL and the Women's Championship. How great is it to see just how popular the women's game is becoming?
Yeah, exactly, and it's nice to see the support from our fans. Every season that I've been here, we've had more and more, so yeah, it's great to be part of that.
Well, huge congratulations on winning Women's Goal of the Season, Beatrice Sarri. And thank you to Joanna McCloskey from Avencrop.
Well, time now for one of our very special awards, the Sarah Watts Inspiration Award, sponsored by Tan's Tasty Cakes. The award remembers the lovely Sarah Watts who campaigned tirelessly during the club's darker days. And this year's winner has an equally inspiring story.
So we lost James on the 15th of October 2013. He was on his second tour of Afghanistan. It was brutal. It's the worst possible thing you can ever imagine. And if my life had have ended then, it would have been easier than continuing through the next few months, and even now, 10 years on, it's an incredibly difficult process.
The bereavement that I experienced was 29 years ago. When I was a teenager, my dad died. He was 42. He got lung cancer. He lived for 6 months beyond his diagnosis. And not all of that 6 months was particularly good quality, so pretty traumatic as a teenager. I found that when my health started deteriorating in my early 40s, around the fact that I hadn't ever really properly dealt with my dad's death, quite a lot came apart.
Me and my wife had our second son, Henry, in July 2022. And December that year, when putting him down for a nap, we then went to wake him up and found out that he was dead where he laid due to SIDS. We never thought it was going to happen to us. It changed our lives completely. I felt myself deteriorating and becoming less myself. That probably would have just continued.
Four years after James died, I was diagnosed with prostate cancer. It didn't bother me in the slightest. I wasn't concerned, and I only found that purely by chance. When I did SAS Who Dares Wins, I had some healthcare issues which the doctor picked up in the jungle. I kind of think of it as a little bit of an incidental, but I also knew at that time that that's not healthy. Quickly after the show, I met a guy called Dan. His wife was murdered. We got together and we wanted to provide some sort of support for people like us who'd been through this sort of trauma. We put together Strongmen, initially just to take groups of guys away, camp on our weekenders, climb mountains, do zip wires, go to the pub, but just enjoy people's company, because guys are so difficult to get engaged and get involved with stuff.
What Ephraim did, he looked at how men best communicate with each other. So if you get two men doing something, or a group of men doing something purposeful, before you know it, they'll be chatting away about everything.
That was the support that I liked and I craved, so what we've just done is use that for everybody else.
It allows you to kind of talk more freely and openly when maybe you might not have done with friends or family at home.
I think if you asked my wife and my children, they would definitely say that there's been a change in me. I'm much better for them as a husband, as a parent.
It's like a release for me, going on to a weekender and expressing all this emotion.
When you see the impact it has, that is the most rewarding thing. When you see the people it's helped and their families, and we have saved people's lives.
So I've got previous connection with Ephraim. He's always been a great guy. He's always been someone you can rely on. He's always been great fun, creative.
He's brilliant with everyone. A charity like this needs someone like him in charge.
So focused on wanting James's legacy to be positive for so many people.
To be able to say that this charity has saved people, has helped people, is a great legacy to him.
If you take your eyes off the prize, a situation like his can completely destroy you, and he turned it around and he's managed to get himself through that whole trauma and then go another step and now be benefiting other people as well. I love that, and I love being a part of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ephraim Brighton. First of all, I should mention that Michael and James, who appeared in that package, they're here with us tonight as well. So thank you both for having the courage to share such painful experiences with us as well. Now, Ephraim, you must be very proud of the charity and what's happened to it in the recent past. You're going from strength to strength, aren't you?
I don't really dwell on what we've done. That's half the problem of these things. There's always something else to do. So it's only when I see the stuff like that you think, actually, we've done all right. We've been going 5 years. We've helped, 5, 6, 7, 800 guys. So yes, when you reflect on it, I'm very pleased with where we are, but there's always so much more to do.
And we've seen sort of like the details of the weekends away and the camping trips, but the charity offers so much more than that.
It does. Empathy, understanding, brotherhood, it's that sort of stuff. We have calls every week. We had a call today from a guy who was considering taking his own life. He lost his mum recently. A couple of weeks ago, a guy's wife died in bed next to him. She was pregnant. To be able to help people like that is fantastic. It's cathartic for me, but it's not an easy process. Anyone that's ever been involved with a charity, you're juggling many plates at one time. It's all about awareness, funding, helping more and more people. But yeah, it's a great thing to be involved in.
It's amazing work that you do. I know that everyone appreciates it, and people that have been on those trips with you and have consulted you and asked for your help is a key thing for them, and you've helped save so many people's lives probably in the time that you've been using the charity and allowing it to use your son's name as well, because we got the Fan of the Season award coming up a little bit later on. It is named after your son. I wondered what he would think about what you've accomplished.
I don't know, if I'm honest. A little bit embarrassed. I've got no idea. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. Hopefully he'd be pleased with where we are with stuff. I mean, this is his club. We're associated it through his legacy. So to see that used in the right way and used in the spirit of him, football's a great thing. James was in the forces, but I reflect whenever I come to stuff like this. James played against Chris Smalling for Horsham against Maidstone. When you think how their lives took completely separate paths, you realise that sometimes life just changes in the blink of an eye. And that's why, you want a good life, do good things, help people. It's such a great thing to be able to do. And I think that would be part of what he would enjoy the most. We often get stories back from the military of people who've met him, and his legacy is one of he impacted a lot of lives in a very short period of time. So I think on that side of things, I think he would be pleased. Yeah. But also to see me up here doing this, slightly embarrassed.
I think he would have been very proud, actually. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Keep up the incredible work. And thank you, the winner of the Sarah Watts Inspiration Award, Ephraim Brighton, and thanks to Tanya Clubb from Tan's Tasty Cakes.
Okay, right. Tonight's ceremony will culminate with the Player of the Season awards, as voted for by the fans. But every year, we also ask the players themselves to select their pick of the bunch. So let's start with the Women's Player of the Season, sponsored by Zappies.
Let's go.
save from Bagley.
Simply stunning from Sophie Bagley. She's done it again for the Seagulls.
She's kept us in the game for so many times.
Bagley's tipped it onto the bar, still alive. It's kept out again.
I think she's been outstanding. I think she's showed up in important moments for us.
You just can't predict where she's going to be.
The save she had against West Ham.
Oh my God. Back to Hayashi, it's towards the top corner. Oh my goodness, Sophie Bagley's kept it out.
First of all, you're a bit scared because you think the ball's going to go in. Somehow she's just there.
Saved by Bagley. Magnificent goalkeeping.
And she's there to make another super save. Brighton fans thankful to their new keeper.
The Women's Player of the Season is Sophie Bagley! Sophie, congratulations. Your first season at the club seems to have gone pretty well. How have you found it?
Yeah, not bad. I think, it was a bit of a whirlwind, but I've settled in really well and I've enjoyed spending the season with the team.
Some lovely comments in that package from your teammates. How special a group is this one?
Yeah, I think, they're all great people, they're great players, and I think most of all I made some great friends this year, so I'm really thankful to them all.
We did mention it earlier, but the club announced they want to bring the team back to Brighton in a purpose-built stadium, and the long-term goal is to break into the top 4 as well. How exciting a time is it to be a part of this team?
Yeah, I think it's a great time, and I think as players we all have those aspirations, so our values and the club values align, so we're really excited.
Well, best of luck in your final game of the season against Arsenal. Good luck, girls. Congratulations. You are the Women's Player of the Season, Sophie Bagley. And thank you to Stephen and Bethany Suckling from Zappies.
Brilliant. What a save that was, by the way. I suppose we should find out who the men's squad has chosen as their Player of the Year, shall we? I feel like maybe a Cruyff turn or two might be involved in this. Sponsored by SnickersUK.com, this is the men's Player of the Season.
Describe Pascal Gross in one word. Ooh.
Class. Top player.
First name on the team sheet.
Leader. Kaiser. Great player.
Intelligence.
Smart. Relentless. Machine. He's a runner. That's a bad one, that.
Say like legend or like engine, yeah. He's just called him as a runner.
He is a runner. Moaner. Annoying. German. Amazing.
Winner.
Me.
Please welcome on stage the Kaiser, Pascal Gross. Winner, intelligent, legend, runner, smart, moaner?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. If you want to be a winner, you sometimes have to moan, I think. I know I can be a difficult teammate sometimes as well. I try to demand a lot because we all enjoy more when we win.
Absolutely. I know that every time you cross the white line, you give everything for the team. But how important is it that, for you personally, to have been voted for by your fellow professionals?
yeah, that means a lot to me, I have to say, because when you work every day with people and they appreciate it, that means you do something right. And for me as a professional athlete, it means a lot.
And I know you stepped in for Dunkey as captain when he's not available. That must be a proud moment for you. What does it mean to you to wear the armband?
Yeah, a lot. I'm here for a long time. Not as long as Dunkey or Solly, but yeah, I'm the third longest playing for the club, and I'm really proud to represent the team.
And I know you take your coaching badges now as well. Why is that important for you?
If you have a coach like Roberto, you start more about thinking about football. I thought already before I know a lot about football, but I recognized that it's not that much, and now I want to learn every day more and more. And I love football. It's everything for me. Obviously my family, but then football means everything to me, and I want to stay in the game forever.
Well, you've certainly been a fantastic servant for this football club up until this point, and we hope it continues. Ladies and gentlemen, the men's player of the season, Pascal Gross. And thank you very much to Gemma and Tia, also here tonight from snickersuk.com.
Well, we know that Pascal is the king of assists, but is he in the running for goal of the season? Well, let's find out. Sponsored by Tizers, this is men's goal of the season.
Gilmore. Great prod through to Ferguson, who turns and shapes for goal, and Ferguson! Evan Ferguson, 18 years old, and the world at his feet. Now it's Adingra. He was in great form on Thursday night, and he's working his way in field here. Great run from Adingra, still going, and Adingra's in. What a run, what a goal! An absolutely fabulous solo effort from Adingra, aided by a clever flick.
It does fall to Gross. Headed back out as far now as a Stupinian. Oh, it's in! Another beauty from Purvis' Stupinian.
Straight back on the attack here. Gross is in for three. Buonanotte, three! The roof's going to come off. The new signing, Wharton, bullied off the ball. Pedro and Gross involved. And then Buonanotte. Fine finish. It's Estepinian getting forward down the left. Welbeck gives it to him. Gets back into the area. Here is Welbeck, shooting chance. Welbeck does hit one! Oh, he certainly hits one! Danny Welbeck with the strike. Pedro, instant control. Welbeck charges forward. Pedro drives in field. Oh, what a flick! What a goal this could be! What a goal it is! Sumptuous combination, and they have put this Derby day to bed.
Buonanotte thought about the shot, might hit it this time. Oh, what a strike! Facundo Buonanotte rifling it into the corner. It's a missile from the Argentine. Estepinian will line one up. Oh, how about that? What a return to the Amex for Purvis Estepinian. Can you believe it? He took his time, he thought about the shot, and he absolutely rifled it past a helpless Vicario.
Lallana, Gross, great ball for Pedro, it's opened up, Pedro! Albion were not to be denied! Top spot within Brighton's grasp, thanks to the Europa League top scorer João Pedro, who does it again on European night. Definitely fancies himself against Semedo, and why wouldn't you? Because he's away from two, and Mitoma breezing past. What a run! What a goal from Mitoma! The dancing feet of Kaoru Mitoma does the damage. It didn't look on from there, but he danced past two, beat a third, and then that is a classy finish after a magical run. Opposition defenders sick of the sight of Kaoru Mitoma, but Brighton fans can't get enough.
Some brilliant goals there. Sadly, we could only pick one. And the winner of the men's goal of the season, Kaoru Mitoma. Who, unfortunately, cannot be with us tonight. So to accept the award on his behalf, the club's technical director, David Weir. David, thank you so much for accepting the award on Kaoru's behalf. Did you score many of those?
I did, and I tried to stop them going in, and I'm not sure I would have been able to stop that one, but that was a special goal and very worthy of the award.
How hard is it to score a goal like that?
You're asking the wrong person, to be honest, but that was it was special. There was a lot of special goals there and a lot of good memories and some fantastic games. Obviously, a little disappointing for us this season, but when you see those moments, then it cheers you up a lot.
Well, as I mentioned, sadly, Kaoru can't be with us tonight, but he has sent us a special message. Let's take a listen.
Hi. First of all, I'm sorry I wasn't able to attend today. Thank you very much to the fans for voting me. I'm very happy to get this award. This goal is one of the best goals in my career. I will do my best to score many goals next season. Thank you very much.
Just one more question on Kaoru Mitoma. Obviously missing at the moment with his back injury, but just how key a player is, just how good is Kaoru Mitoma?
Yeah, he's a special player. He's shown that from the moment he came here, really. He does things that a lot of other players find really hard to do, and that goal is a really good example of that. So exciting. I think we as a club and everyone here as fans and staff are really privileged to get the opportunity to watch him. So he's a great person, you know, very humble, very normal, as you can see there, but when he gets on the pitch, he just lights it up. So we're very lucky to have him. Hopefully we'll have him back fit and available very soon.
Yeah, well, hopefully back as soon as possible. David, thank you very much. So congratulations, Kaoru Mitoma, the men's goal of the season. And thank you to Leo Humphrey from Tysers as well.
Right, let's turn our attention back to the fans, the lifeblood of the football club. We'd be nothing without our supporters, but equally, football and the club can be a beacon of hope during the darker moments of our lives. Sponsored by Rex Limited, this is the James Brynin Fan of the Season Award.
I joined Sussex Police in 2002 and I was based in Brighton. During my time in the force, I suffered a brain injury from an incident that happened while dealing with an offender, which has been quite catastrophic in my life now. It's caused me to have post-traumatic stress disorder, but also physically, I've got an injury now to my brain that will never get better. It will just slowly get worse over the years. I didn't notice at first how it must have had an impact on the children. Each day I thought that I was doing my best to hide it or mask it from them. But then I started noticing Levi doing little things, little gestures, making sure I was all right. Levi's my son, he's 25, but he also doubles up as my carer. He's always been quite a quiet lad, quite into himself, and we moved around a lot with my job. So when we moved back to Eastbourne, Levi then started to make a few friends, and one in particular, a lad called Ash. Levi and Ashley were funny together, just brought out the best in each other. Brilliant friends. They'd laugh and joke together. They just got each other. Levi got a phone call and he came downstairs and he was devastated. It took me a while to get out of him what was the matter, and he'd said that Ash had unfortunately killed himself. There was nothing that could give any indication or any signal that was going to happen. It was a total shock. He had such a huge, almost like a survivor's guilt. Could he have missed any signals? And he just felt so responsible. It had a massive impact on him. He just took to his room. I decided I wanted to test my boundaries again. I wanted to go to football, and then I just thought, I'll go and ask Levi. I thought he was just going to say no, but he looked at me and he could see, I think, how excited I looked about it. So he said, yep, I'll come with you. When we got off at Falmer and we walked up the slope, I looked at him and all I could see was his face light up. It was like someone had turned on a light switch. It's the first time I'd seen him smile in a long time. So after the game, and we won, couldn't stop talking about the football. He suddenly had something to focus on and something to enjoy.
You're recording, Mum.
We just have the best laugh, the best fun. We go to all the away games. We've been to the European games. Thanks, Roberto. You know, the last thing you'd have thought that he'd want to do is piss him with his silly old mum, but he's not embarrassed. He never does anything other than just make sure I'm okay. Since Levi's been my carer, my life's so much better. I'm so proud and love him so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on the stage Levi McQueen and his mum Glenda. Come forward, the both of you, come forward. Incredibly moving, inspirational bit of video there. You had absolutely no idea about how you're feeling.
Ambushed. I'm not used to showing a bit of emotional side to people. You know, I just keep it to yourself, crack on. But this is pretty spectacular.
Well, we're delighted that you got to enjoy it, and I'm even more happy that we kept it a secret for you.
I actually had not a single ounce of clue. Mum said that we won tickets, and I was just taking the free wine, to be honest, at this point. I tried to get a bottle, it's great.
Was she telling you, calm down, there might be something else going on here?
Nah, she's all right.
Brilliant. Why does Brighton mean so much to you?
One point in my life, it was very dark. I didn't really have anything going for me, nothing to look forward to. And I used to like music, but you know, it didn't hit the same. But coming to Brighton was like coming to the best gig I ever went to every week. And I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the tribalism, the connection, the fans, the players. And the journey we've gone on has been incredible. It's been absolutely spectacular. I've made 100 memories, and I'll probably make 100 more. All I know is I just love this club.
Brilliant. Let's get your mum involved as well. Glenda, come and speak to us. You did him.
I know, I got him, didn't I?
Tell me, what's been the highlight of the season so far for you?
Europe. It's got to be Europe. Athens was the best one, I think.
I won't sing the song that we've got for Europe, but yeah, all of that happened.
Yeah, it certainly did. And after everything that you've been through, how brave does it feel to be up on this stage? How good does it feel to be up on this stage?
Well, I'm just glad the lights are really bright because I can't see any of you. So it's just us here.
That's my way of looking at it as well. Well done. Listen, fantastic, super work. As far as you're concerned then, what happens next season? Where are we going next season? More trips?
100%, yeah.
Well, I'll be there.
Wherever it is, you'll be there. Fan of the season, ladies and gentlemen, Levi McQueen. And thank you very much to Andy Kemp and Darren Towler from Rex Limited as well.
Okay, it's
I don't think he
nearly...
was expecting that, do you?
No, amazing.
No, I think
that
that's taken him by surprise.
That definitely wasn't set up, was it? No, it wasn't.
I bet he wished he laid off that wine, though.
Yeah. Brilliant. Right, it is nearly time to find out our Women's Player of the Season. But first, let's take a look back at some of the highlights from this season. Mikey Harris took over the team midway through the campaign, has done a fine job as interim head coach. So let's welcome him to the stage now to find out about a whirlwind few months in charge. Right, Mikey, so take us back. You were working as a development coach in the men's academy when the club suddenly asked you to take charge of the women's team. Was it a big shock?
Yes.
A good shock?
A great shock, yeah. And, you know, I'm always happy to help the club. It was a fantastic opportunity, one that we thought maybe would last for a few weeks, and it lasted a little bit longer than that. So I'm really privileged. I'm really honoured to take the role and to work with some brilliant staff at the back there, and some amazing players who are obviously seated around the room tonight. But I think as well the support from the academy staff and the men's team and everything has just been amazing to bring the two sides of the club together.
You're no stranger to dugout, having managed men's teams in the past, but how have you found the transition from men's to women's football?
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. I think the players have been really curious, really keen to understand the how and the why of what we're doing. they've really bought into what we're trying to do as a group of staff. And as I say, I'm just really privileged to be able to lead this group of staff and players for this incredible football club.
You have tried to implement a new style of football. How have your players responded to that?
Yeah, really well. I think they're enjoying it. You have to ask them, but...
Are you enjoying it? I think so.
Yeah, kind of mixed. But no, they've really bought in, and I think anyone that's seen the games will hopefully have been enjoying the performances. We would have liked better results in some of the games, and I don't feel like we've always got what we deserve out of the games, but that's football. So we keep going, we keep working hard, and we've got a nice easy game to finish away at Arsenal, so we'll be fine.
How much have you enjoyed the challenge? How good has it been for you personally?
Yeah, I've loved it. I've loved every minute of it. As I say, I think whatever job you do, whatever you're doing in life, it's about the people. And I'm really fortunate to be surrounded by amazing people within the women's team. And as I say, the academy staff, some of my closest friends in the academy staff have been incredibly supportive. They're here tonight. So again, the senior staff of the football club have been brilliant. So I'm just really grateful for the opportunity, and hopefully everyone's pleased with how we're going at the moment.
Well, good luck and better luck in that nice, easy game against Arsenal, your final game. Ladies and gentlemen, Mikey Harris. Thank you.
Well done, Mikey. Well done to the women's team. Let's find out who is the Women's Player of the Season, sponsored by Felida Filter Systems, and was chosen by the fans.
It's Turland who gives Brighton the lead inside the 4th minute of the match.
And 4 in 4 for Elizabeth Turland. What a start to the season she's having.
Driven hard towards the near post, all the way through. It's Turland reeling away in celebration.
It's yet another WSL goal for Elizabeth Turland. Turland has got away from Howard and she's in. And Elizabeth Turland is on the score sheet again.
Towards Simons, it runs for Turland. It's her again. The now customary Elizabeth Turland goal.
Yes, let's get us to the stage. The Women's Player of the Season, Elizabeth Turland. Well, congratulations. How are you feeling?
Great. Yeah, that was nice.
Nice VT as well. What do you reckon the reason is behind the way that you've performed this season? Why have you thrived in this team? 15 goals. It's been a great season for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's been really nice, and I've enjoyed every single moment of it. And I think the reason for that is the people I'm with every single day. That makes me able to develop in training, in games, to be able to perform every single week. So no, I'm really grateful.
And it was the fans that chose this award. Does it mean more because it's the fans?
I mean, the fans are always the ones that watch the games and support the team all the time. So of course it means a lot. But I'm just grateful for being part of this team and be surrounded by the players and the staff that I'm surrounded by every day.
We've already heard from Mikey say that there's one more game to go, one more big game to go away at Arsenal. I mean, probably a couple more goals for you to add to your tally.
I mean, we need to finish good, so yeah, I'll take that on board.
Let's hope so. Thank you very much. I appreciate you coming up and speaking to us. Many congratulations again. Sensational performance this season. The Women's Player of the Season, Elizabeth Turland. And thank you very much to Jasmine as well, who joined us from Felida Filter Systems.
Okay, we're nearing the end, just one award to go, but before we find out the men's player of the season, please welcome to the stage, Roberto De Zerbi. Roberto, great to have you here on stage with us. Now, a frustrating...
Speak slowly because I don't understand. Go, you can go.
Roberto, a frustrating season in many ways, but the players gave everything, didn't they?
Yes, I'm really proud for my players, but I think the fans have to be proud as well because we spent a lot of a tough season with a lot of problems, but in attitude, behavior, my players are fantastic.
How much are you looking forward to having all your players back fit so you can compete the way you want to, play the way you want to again?
I'm looking forward to work again with Kariumi Toma, Solly March, Jack Hindeswood. We have a lot of injuries players, and you can understand the value of this player when they are not available, no?
Absolutely, and the fans have loved their European adventure this season, haven't you? Despite the ups and downs. An incredible first season, playing in Europe for the first time. How much does the support of the fans mean to you?
But, before this in pre-season, we wished to play the final in Dublin, and it's tough to accept because we didn't play well, we didn't play in Brighton style, and I think it's tough to accept. First of all, for myself. Because I think if you ask to the player, they wanted to reach the Europe again in Premier League and to play the final in Dublin. And the fans, I think the club altogether, we believed in that.
Do you have a message for the Brighton fans? Will Brighton be back in Europe?
No, I think in this season we have done something more than last season. If you analyze the result, the last result, you don't believe in my words, but I think with a lot of problems, with a lot of problems to decide the first 11, and injury, we weren't used to playing in this competition, and we paid a big price for that. But for sure, I think we have done something more than last season, because sometimes the result can be different. But I can say like this.
Well, Roberto, incredible progress. Hopefully, fingers crossed, no injuries next season. And thank you for entertaining us. As always, ladies and gentlemen, your manager, Roberto De Zerbi. Thank you.
Superb. What a gift he has been to the football club over the last couple of years. It's time for our final award of the evening. The Men's Player of the Season, sponsored by American Express. Again, this award has been chosen by the supporters, and here are the top 3 contenders. No, he won't be moaning tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Men's Player of the Season is Pascal Gross. Come here. Well, first of all, what's your reaction to winning the big award?
Yeah, I'm very pleased. We spoke about it. It was not always an easy season, but I'm really proud to receive the award from the fans.
Well, let's have a look at some of the best bits from the season.
To dig out the cross, dig out, he does, hits your word! A huge moment for Brighton. Gross across, great delivery, he's there! It's a wonderful cross. Gross's delivery was inch perfect, when is it not? Because the cuts it back, should be 2-1, it's 2-1! Gross on the score sheet! Yes! Measuring it across the header. Gross is in for 3, Buonanotte, 3! The roof's gonna come off.
Bursting in there is Gross, lovely little dummy, right footed, it's Gross again! So cool from Pascal Gross, always an Albion favourite.
I don't know if you saw that, but he even did one of those little Gross turns just to look at the screen then. A few stats for you from this season. Joint second in the Premier League for assists, third amount of touches, and fourth for completed passes. You've also scored 4 goals and performed about 1 million of those Gross turns. Do you feel that you're getting better with age?
I try to improve all the time. It sounds all right, but I'm still not really happy with the season. I want to get better and better all the time. And for me, I think in Brighton we get the player award, but we not have a superstar. The star is the team, and that's how we play and perform. That's the club, and we want to push forward all the time.
You mentioned it when I first spoke to you about the award, and you said it was from the fans, and that means a lot. Just talk to us about your relationship with the supporters.
Yeah, I love it. I love it playing in the Amex. I love playing away because we always have supporters with us, and amazing support also away, not only at home. Europe was special when we walked on the pitch before the game, seeing if the pitch is good. Our section was full, and I think it made us player proud. The support we had, like the fans being proud, I think there's a special relationship between each other, and we're really enjoying it.
What was your highlight of the season?
Probably Marseille at home, where we got through to the 16 of Europe.
Yeah, dramatic night, wasn't it? Brilliant atmosphere.
Yeah, it was incredible. We had a big target to go through the difficult group with a lot of experienced team in the Europa League, and we did it, and it was a special moment for us as a club.
A couple of special moments for you as well, personally. I think we've all recognised it for quite some while, but now finally the German national team have decided to call upon you. How proud a moment was that, and how much are you looking forward to being involved in your first major tournament?
I hope I'm involved.
I'm not sure whether we do or not, actually.
It was the probably proudest moment for my family and myself to represent my country, because When you get a little bit older, the hope is getting less and less, and I still could made it. And I know why I came to the national team. So yeah, I'm really thankful for the coach, for the staff, for my teammates, because I understand why I had a chance to play for my country.
Well, we're really delighted for you that you got to play for your country. But if you play England, if you could just have off day that day, if that's all right. Best of luck for the rest of the season. Best of luck in the tournament as well. Thank you very much. The Men's Player of the Year is Pascal Gross. And thank you very much to Beverly Sawyers as well from American Express.
Okay, that is almost it for this evening. Just one video remaining. Now, the season may not have unfolded like any of us expected, but as always, there was still so much to get us off our seats, not least a team from Sussex rubbing shoulders with Europe's elite. A watershed moment for Brighton Hove Albion.
European debut ends in defeat. Dear oh dear, it's all going wrong.
Chance, Albion have got one back. Game on, Albion are level in Marseille. Barcelona brilliant from Ansu Fati. The Digra!
the game, but their European adventure is over. What an incredible journey it has been. It's been tremendous.
Some fantastic memories, and I must admit it was great actually to be here on Sunday to watch the performance. Simon Adingra was fantastic on Sunday, wasn't he? João Pedro's goal against Aston Villa. Great way to come into this particular event. And that's it, everyone. Thank you very much. Congratulations to all of our winners. You've all been superb. Thank you very much for giving us your time tonight. And thanks for having us as well. I've enjoyed working with you.
Loved it.
Nice.
Up
was
the
good.
Albion.
And thank you to all of you travelling fans. I know a lot of you are going to Newcastle and to Arsenal over the next couple of weeks. So have a safe trip. Let's hope we can finish the season on a high. Good luck and good night.
Good night, everyone.